Travis, thanks for doing this. You get your opportunity to finally practice, at least squeeze a practice in with Thomas. How did it work here this morning? And I guess the follow-up question is, what ingredients go into creating a chemistry between two D-men?
Yeah, it's kind of a unique situation where we haven't practiced at all, and obviously, as you noted, quite frankly, he's one of the best in the league. So for me, when I look at it that way, it's obviously a great opportunity for me to kind of come in and just give him the puck and stay out of his way, and let him do his thing. Like, I've played against Chabot for obviously a lot of years now, and he was, when I was on the other team, always one of the guys that we really had to focus on with his skating ability, how he can get up and down the ice. There's not many guys that can move like that and do those things. So for me, I think it's important just to be steady, make my plays, make my breakouts, be physical, move the puck to him, and that'll help build some of the chemistry. I think it's good, obviously, that he's able to get in here at the end for his own purposes, to come back from that injury, but even for us as a pair, I think, to try to get as much time in as we can to build some of that chemistry, and it, it's one of those things. You become comfortable off the ice, I think, and then that helps translate to being comfortable on the ice, and so it's one of those things that will come. But when you got a player as good as he is, it shouldn't take too long for me.
From your standpoint, can it be as simple as just keeping it simple?
Yeah, I think honestly that's when I'm at my best. I mean, I've said it before. When I'm not getting noticed out there, it's probably a good thing. Means I'm doing my job, and at this point in my career, I know what I am. I know what I can bring to a team, and what I can do to help. Make sure that I'm at my best and help the team in that aspect as well. So, for me, just try not to do too much and just kind of do what I do, I guess. Yeah, and like I said, he's one of the best in the league. So for a guy like me, that's a position that a lot of people want to be in. But at the same time, I know that I have the confidence to play those minutes and play against some of the best players, as he has that responsibility to be doing. I've done that a lot over my career, and not going to sell myself short, and know that I have the confidence to be there.
How much of chemistry, Travis, is about communication? Thomas talked a little bit Saturday night about you guys talking at the end of the game about communication.
Yeah, I think a lot. Especially even just over the course of my career, like how much the game has changed, how much faster it's become. Just the little decisions that you have to make on breakouts, for instance, whether it's these, you're seeing it around the league now. It's all these little small pop plays, these little pop plays to the middle or pop plays to the wall where the partner's skating into it. So I think for those instances and those circumstances, that's where communication is the biggest thing. To know, what are you going to do? Are you going to, you have two forecheckers on you. You have that capability of making that pop play blind and know that I'm coming into it. Just some familiarity in some of those issues where I think once you've had a couple practices and been able to have a couple conversations about how you're going to approach different situations, and you get into a game and you do it, and then you get the confidence, and then chemistry and all those things kind of follow suit. So once you kind of get a couple reps in with one another, I think that's the biggest thing. Yeah.
Travis, there's a lot of younger defensemen kind of coming up in this organization. So when you're playing with somebody like Thomas, what would be the difference if you were paired with somebody like Jake Sanderson in the future, Jacob Bernard-Docker, Lassie Thompson, any of those younger guys?
Yeah. I think what basically every young defenseman and all our young players, quite frankly, in our organization, but especially the defensemen, is that their skill level is extremely high. So, I'll probably turn the script around and say that they're, making it easier for me to play with their skill level and the way they handle the puck and the way they skate. So I don't necessarily think a lot changes. Obviously, a guy like Thomas, I think he's leading the league in minutes. If not, he's right up there. He plays basically half the game. So you're just kind of staying out of his way sometimes, like I said, and give him the puck and move and be a presence for him. But maybe some of these younger guys, just maybe they lean on you more off the ice, some of the tendencies of players and what they would do and how to react in a positional play against certain teams or whatnot. But a lot of those things kind of have to happen, I think, organically too. You can't necessarily go out of your way and start trying to, feed information or advice or whatever it is if it just doesn't work, right? So I think those relationships have to form, and then to know that you can be someone that they can count on, I think, is important. But I honestly don't anticipate too much of that. Their skill level on all those guys and all those players is through the roof. That I don't think it's much different.
Est-ce que Thomas réalisait que tu parles français?
Je gardais ça un petit secret pour longtemps, mais je peux parler en français, oui.
Est-ce que Thomas savait que tu parles français?
Qui?
Thomas Chabot.
Ah, il se connaît, yeah. Peut-être on va se parler en français un peu sur la glace.
Ça peut aider à établir une communication avec lui, justement.
Ben, tu sais, ça commence en communication. Tu sais, t'es blessé pour un long temps que j'étais ici pendant les dernières 5 semaines, plus ou moins. So, on ne s'est pas vu beaucoup, mais on commence à se parler beaucoup, puis se connaître hors de la patinoire. Puis je pense que c'est, comme je dit avant, c'est pas mal important.
On peut-tu parler de ça, justement, la relation, parce qu'on dit souvent la chimie sur la glace et tout ça, mais la relation personnelle que tu as pour établir, justement, ces cycles-là, comment c'est important, justement?
Yeah, c'est une des choses les plus importantes, je pense. Tu sais, quand tu commences une relation avec un partenaire, tu sais, tu peux aller sur la glace, puis l'autre soir, je pense que ça allait pas mal bien. Mais quand tu commences à avoir une relation comme ça, hors de la patinoire, puis tu peux rire, puis tu fais des blagues, puis vous comprenez un et l'autre, je pense que ça va t'aider tellement quand tu es sur la glace, pendant un jeu. Puis des fois, tu sais, tu vas avoir des conversations qui vont pas être faciles des fois, tu sais, qu'est-ce que tu fais ou qu'est-ce que je fais, des choses comme ça. Puis je pense que quand tu as un amitié puis une relation comme ça hors de la patinoire, ça t'aide beaucoup.
How many other G partners in the NHL have you had that speak French?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know if any, like permanent ones or anything like that, now that I'm trying to rack my brain. In New York, I don't think I had any. Calgary, definitely not. And in Vancouver, no. Yeah, this could be the first. Well,
Yell at each other in French, right?
yeah, I don't know. The English still comes a little easier for me, so maybe he'll yell at me in French, I'll yell at him in English, maybe.
Peux-tu nous dire, justement, d'où ça vient, l'apprentissage pour apprendre la langue française?
Ben, pour moi, c'était ma première langue. Je viens du sud du Manitoba, puis c'est un quartier vraiment francophone. Puis pour les personnes qui ne se connaissent pas, je suis métis. Puis, comme j'ai dit, c'était... comme un enfant, on se parlait français, puis on allait à l'école française, puis on parle nos deux enfants en français à la maison aussi. So, ma femme était francophone aussi. So, comme je dis, dans notre morceau de Manitoba au sud et dans notre quartier, c'est pas mal francophone.
Est-ce que tu as l'idée d'être à Ottawa où il y a justement une présence française pour...
Yeah, certainement. Tu sais, les couples de premiers jours que j'étais ici, tu s'en vas au Sobeys ou n'importe où, puis tu entends beaucoup de français alentour de toi. So, si tu parles en français, peut-être à une autre ville, tu peux dire quelque chose en français de quelqu'un, puis ils ne connaissent pas que tu parles d'eux autres, mais ici, c'est un peu différent. Mais c'est amusant d'écouter aux gens parler en français, puis savoir que c'est alentour de toi, puis mes enfants peuvent aller à l'école en français, puis avoir ça dans leur vie hors de la patinoire, je pense que c'est important aussi.
Tu as déjà été dans l'émission de John Chabot, Hit the Ice.
Oui.
T'as-tu parlé à John depuis que tu es arrivé ici?
Depuis que je suis arrivé en Ottawa, non, j'ai pas. Mais je parle à John un couple de fois par année, je pense. Je vais attendre de lui. Puis c'est quelqu'un que j'ai évidemment beaucoup de respect pour. C'est quelqu'un qui a fait beaucoup de choses pendant son carrière, mais certainement hors de la patinoire, comment il aide beaucoup de gens. C'est tellement important, puis c'était impressionnant.
I just want to make sure, did you say it was your first language, French?
Yeah, I grew up, went to French school my whole life. My dad was French and my mom was English, so I kind of had it on both sides, and my wife is 100% French too.
C'est quoi le nom de l'école primaire, Travis?
J'étais à l'école Réal Bérard en Saint-Pierre, puis quand secondaire, j'étais au collège Ouvriel.